Hi guys, welcome to Whisky Web. This is the first ever whisky review video on the Whisky Web YouTube channel, so thank you for joining us today. I went out, did a bit of shopping. Let's see what's in the bag. Oh, there's a receipt in here. So this Ledaig 10-year-old cost a princely sum of $81.74. So that's number one of the criteria satisfied, under $200. ABV 46.3% ABV, so we're over 46. This whisky is unchill filtered and natural colour. Let's hear what it sounds like. Nice little pop there. Yeah, that's a beauty. So after a hard day in the slopes, this is a wonderful dram to come back to at the end of the day. Most of you have heard of Islay and the peated whiskies that come from there, but this is a nice deviation from that. So this is from the Isle of Mull, and it's the only distillery on the Isle of Mull. It's Tobermory Distillery, established in 1798 by John Sinclair. Now, this distillery has had a bit of a topsy-turvy life. It's been open and closed on and off most of its time, but since about 1989, Burn Stewarts have been there taking charge of it, and they've got two expressions. So half the year they do Tobermory, which is completely unpeated, and then the other half of the year they do Ledaig, which is the heavily peated version of Tobermory. Now, a lot of people read this word and they say Ledaig. I've got a wee way of helping you pronounce it correctly, and if you think of lay, L-A-Y, and then it's between jig and jag, so it's jig, Ledaig. So that's how you pronounce it in Gaelic. And Ledaig means safe haven. So it's a bit like Tobermory Harbour. You've got this beautiful harbour there with all these coloured houses, and you've got this safe haven where you can store your boat and have a wedding, which is what I did back in 2011 with my lovely wife Lydia. So this is my wedding malt, and on that day she actually wore a black dress, and this is why it's quite nice that it comes in this lovely black box presentation. But yeah, this whisky is a good peated expression, a great value, and the thing I like about it is it's got that wonderful combination of sweet, smoky and a bit salty. Now, the whisky they make in Tobermory is actually aged on the mainland at Deanston Distillery, or even sometimes in Bunnahabhain, which are the other two distilleries owned by the Burn Stewart Group. So it's got interesting provenance in terms of where the whisky is aged. It also has very tall stills in the distillery, so tall stills with a line arm that goes slightly upward sloping like that, and that means that you get a lot of reflux in the still, which gives it a lot of fruity notes. So I'm getting a lot of almost lemon, pineapple, tropical fruits, things like that. And the other production factor which kind of helps that fruitiness come along is that they have quite a long fermentation. It can be up to 90 hours. And the longer you ferment your wash for, the more estery the beer, or eventually spirit, will become. So this adds to the fruitiness of the whisky. Now, their barley is Optic in variety, and it comes from several maltsters around Scotland, so they get a nice even mix of it. I tried to find out where the peat came from, but I didn't have any luck in terms of the peat source for this whisky. But I do think it is a slightly different style of peat to what you would get on Islay. There's not quite so much seaweed, not so much TCP, iodine, that kind of thing, so maybe a softer island peat. On the palate it's very minerally. It's got those briny notes. It's almost like wet rocks and yeah, maybe a bit of salty moss or something like that. So a slight vegetal note, but it's very pleasant, very well balanced, and for the money this is absolutely superb stuff, and I highly recommend it. This is a dram that I keep coming back to, and one that I think every good whisky enthusiast should have in their collection. So that's Ledaig for you. Hope that helped, and I hope that helped you on your whisky journey. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you around. Wait for the next one. Thanks. Bye.